American Express recently refreshed their Blue Cash Everyday card, giving it an all-new sleek design and a bunch of new 3% cashback rewards category without increasing the annual fee. And I've made a decision about that card. I want it. So I decided to put myself on full display for all of you and do this application live on camera, that we can all watch and see what the result ends up being. Also, I've got a couple really interesting factors going into this application that I want to mention up front first. Number one, Amex has what we call casually the lifetime language on pretty much all of their cards, unless it's a special targeted offer that may exclude that language. Basically, the language says that if you have or have had a certain card in the past, then you're not eligible to get it again with a new welcome offer. And that is interesting factor number one, because I did have the Amex Blue Cash Everyday card in the past. I believe I originally opened that up in 2013, and I had it all the way through someday in 2018. So due to that reason, I should not be eligible for the bonus again, but maybe I could, because Amex considers a lifetime basically the life where their systems can look back and see your previous accounts. And there have been some data points out there on the web that Amex may only look back around 5 years or so. And interesting factor number two is that Amex typically allows people to have 4 to 5 credit card products, not including their charge cards, which are the Amex Green, Gold, Platinum, Centurion, and Plum. So I already have 5 credit cards right now. I'm at my maximum threshold. So before I hopped on the camera today, I spoke with one of the Amex reps and had them cancel one of the cards I don't use very much anymore, which was the Amex Blue Business Cash. So that account is fully closed out. I'm good to go there. It's showing as canceled on my account as well. The result is therefore that I've freed up one of my Amex slots, so to speak, to put a new card in that place. And I'm really hoping it ends up being the Blue Cash Everyday. Let's go apply. The fun begins. Let's navigate on over to the personal card section over here and let this page load, and we shall see, ooh, I like this a lot. It says right here at the top, the new apply with confidence feature. Know if you are approved for a card with no impact to your credit score. Basically, it's kind of like the Apple Card, where you go through and you get approved for the offer itself, and then if you accept the offer, then they may do a hard pull, especially if you don't yet have a card relationship with them. So kind of cool that this new feature is back. I saw this a couple months ago, then it kind of disappeared for a while, but now I'm seeing it again. So if you see that tool, it kind of may be targeted based on your browser session. That's a very, very valuable thing to have. So let's scroll down here and then go over to the view details page. And we've still got the apply with confidence feature over here on the left-hand side. So I like that as well. Let's click on apply now. And I'd still like to verify if there is lifetime language as part of this offer as well. So I'll scroll down to the offer terms link, let that open up. And yes, the lifetime language is here, which says welcome offer, intro APRs, intro plant fees, etc. are not available to applicants who have or have had this card. And they may consider other factors as well that you can read there on the screen. So I'm going to fill this information out. They're basically going to ask you for your full name, how you then want it to appear on the card, broken out into first and last, your email address, date of birth, mobile phone number, home address, social security number, your total annual income. If any part of your income is non-taxable, place that there. That is an optional field. Your income source, whether you are employed, retired, self-employed, whatever it happens to be. Since all that is very personal information up here, I'm going to fill those text fields out, and then I'll be right back. Actually, one more thing before I go off camera here. If you go back to the offer terms link where we saw the lifetime language in bold right here, and you do Control F or Command F, PC versus Mac, to bring up the search feature, search for instant card number, which you see right there. Not every card may have this, and this is not a guarantee, but if the application does have this section, it could be very helpful to you. If the offer terms include the paragraph for instant card number, this basically means that Amex, if they're able to instantly authenticate you as an individual and process your application all electronically, then they may give you the option to get your card number right up front on the approval screen, so that we can start using it for online purchases or wherever you can type in your 15-digit card number manually. I am back and I'm on page 2 of the application now, which is all about the terms and conditions. Of course, if you're new to the world of credit, or if you're a credit veteran as well, still look this stuff over, that way you know what you're getting yourself into, and then scroll down here to our wonderful blue submit and agree to the application. Let's do a count of 3, 2, 1. Zoom on out, that way we can see the full window that may appear, and we shall click now. Ooh, okay then. We're sorry, Jeffrey, we can't approve your application at this time. There has been no impact to your credit score. You'll receive a letter within the next 10 business days explaining why we were unable to approve your application. We thank you for your interest in American Express. Well, in a time like this, the next logical thing I can think of to do would be to open up a new tab here and search for, close this out, search for Amex reconsideration line, and Amex actually has their own landing page for this. It's on their help center here, and they give the number right there. So let's go ahead and call that. Ooh, check this out. So I can't show you this on the camera here because there's a lot of sensitive information, but I received a denial automated email from American Express saying, hey, you've been denied, but you can of course check the full details by clicking this link. So I clicked on that link, and then it brought up a letter here detailing all the reasons for the denial, and it says, Dear Jeffrey M. Reese, thank you for applying for the Blue Cash Everyday from American Express. We value your membership and appreciate your interest in another American Express card. Unfortunately, we cannot approve your application at this time. According to our records, you currently have the maximum number and type of American Express accounts that we allow. Translation: Amex usually allows people to have between 4 and 5 credit card type of accounts, not including their charge cards. And I actually have 5 credit cards, but before I got on camera today to record this, I actually canceled one of my accounts. That was the Blue Business Cash card. So I went from 5 cards down to 4 credit cards. So maybe their system has not refreshed yet with that updated information. That's why I'm now going to call Recon and see if someone can manually count for me and verify that, unless, of course, the new limit for my account is now for some reason only 4 credit cards. So let's find out.
Hello, my name is Ed from American Express. New accounts in this call may be monitored, recorded, and analyzed for quality improvement and fraud prevention. Am I speaking to Jeffrey Reese?
Hi, yes you are.
Alright, so we chose in here, sir, that unfortunately we cannot approve your application at this time. According to our records, you currently have the maximum number and type of American Express card accounts that we allow.
Got it. So prior to applying, I just spoke with another representative, and I closed out one of the cards that I wasn't using very much anymore to make room for the new one.
Not a problem. Thank you so much for letting me know, Sir Jeffrey. What I'm going to do, I'll submit this application to our card services to let them know that you already canceled one of your existing American Express accounts. Unfortunately, Sir Jeffrey, I wasn't able to provide you the instant decision since it will gonna be manually reviewed by our back office team, and you most definitely receive an update within 3 to 5 business days.
Sounds great. Thank you for helping me with that. I do appreciate it. Well, I can say one thing for sure, at least in terms of Mark's world as I know my world, and that is that the 4 to 5 card limit, that is credit card limit, still is in full effect right now. And by extension, part 2 of that would be that there was not enough time for Amex's system to fully refresh and recognize that I closed out an account prior to applying. So from that moment to basically turning my camera on, that was probably about a half an hour, and clearly Amex's system might need more time to recognize Mark is now under the maximum card type that he can have. So if you happen to get denied for an Amex card, remember the reconsideration line may be your friend. Call a live person, have them submit your application for a manual review by a real human being, and see if they can overturn the decision for you. Also, if you're at the 4 or 5 credit card limit with American Express, you don't have to cancel before applying. You can just apply, get denied, call Recon, and get it turned around, hopefully. But the reason why I decided to cancel before applying was to see if I could just open up the slot and get an instant approval without having to deal with Recon at all. Obviously that didn't work too well, but that's okay. Additionally, my overall credit lines with American Express are getting kind of high to the point where I don't really want to risk getting a financial review. Not that it would happen anyway, but the higher of the overall limits you get compared to your income level, usually the greater risk you start walking into with potentially triggering a financial review. So by closing another account and the associated credit line with it, that was a $9,000 limit loss. I thought I would, of course, free that up as well and also make room for maybe a new line to be opened without having to transfer existing lines around. And cut. I now interrupt this video because I just received another email from American Express. I haven't looked at it yet, so let's look at it together as I hop back on my computer and see what it's all about. I have great news. I've been approved for the card, or rather I should say at least for the offer. So this is the email that I just received right now. The subject line was, "You've been approved, accept your new card today." And then right above me here, it says I have 7 days to accept the card with a reference number right over there. And then if I scroll down a little bit further, I've got a button to accept the card itself and a little bit more details down here. So if I do not accept by basically midnight on October 13th, today is October 7th, then it will be considered canceled and withdrawn. No problem there. Still no impact to my credit score right now. And also if I don't accept, there will still be no impact to my credit. So what do you think we should do? I think we should accept the card. Boom. Jeffrey, your new Blue Cash Everyday card awaits. To accept it, please start by entering your information below, zip code and date of birth. One moment, please. Good news, Jeffrey, you are approved. Accept your card below. There has been no impact to your credit score up to this point. If you choose to accept, the information we provide to the bureau or bureaus may impact your credit score. That's, again, Amex's hard pull or soft pull approach. So I've got to say, it's pretty cool how far you can go with this and still have no impact to your credit score. So I'm glad to be able to illustrate all this for you here on the screen. That way you know how this new pre-approval tool actually works, even with having called reconsideration. Let's accept the card. Thank you for accepting the Blue Cash Everyday card, Jeffrey. Your card is expected to arrive by Wednesday, October 19th. Get started by creating an online account today. I've already got one, so we're good there. In fact, let me log in and see if the card is already in my account. It was not. However, I received yet another email about the approval here saying that I can now set up an online account. So I'm going to click on the Create Account button and see if I can just get into my already established account instead. Log in to add your card to your existing online account or create a new one there. Perfect. Log in. I'll now type in my super secret stuff and be right back. Please provide your contact information. Okay, I'll do that and be back again. Go paperless. Yes, I will do that. Enroll. Add someone to my account as an authorized user. I'll pass on that. Payment reminders. Yes. Payment received. Account snapshot. No. Statements ready. Yes, I'll enroll in those notifications to stay on top of my finances. Agree and enroll. Ooh, refer and get rewarded. Earn $75 of cash back for every approved referral. Anybody else want this card? Continue. Go to my online account. There we go. All right, so here's my new card account. I'll try to hide my card number. There we go. So there's my new Blue Cash Everyday right there. And also the credit limit is $9,000, which is the same line that I canceled for my Blue Business Cash. So I got it all back, plus a new card, plus a bonus, and now ongoing 3% cashback for online US retail spend, which I'm amped about. It's a good day. With all that said, if you enjoyed today's video and believe it could benefit other people, then please help me get it in front of them by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and turning on notifications, because all those types of engagement activity tell YouTube to push it out to a broader audience. Also, check out the links down below in the description area to earn some more cash back when you shop online through Rakuten, to view my all-new site with some great credit card offers that I've organized into different categories to help you find the cards that you like best, and to view a really cool way to get even more value out of this channel by becoming a member and receiving some VIP perks like priority reply to your comments, news and alerts about new card offerings, and more. You can see the link in the description. Also, clicking on the Join tab on the main page of this channel will also show you the details, or on the About tab under the Links section. I thank you all for watching today's video. I hope it brought you some great value. I look forward to seeing you in future videos, and while you're waiting on that next upload, always remember that you are great.